In Game 1 of the 4-game series in Muncie on Friday, Ohio baseball showed a little of what they could bring to the table, but they feel they could be more complete against the top spot Cardinals. Ball State jumped out to a 2-0 lead. The Cats got one back. Then the Cards flew to an 8-1 advantage. Ohio made it closer with a 4-run seventh and immediately gave back 3 of those runs and ultimately lost 11-5. They showed some fight, but now they need to put a little bit more complete of an effort together today and tomorrow to fly past the top team in the league. The good news is Ohio's still in the top 4, and there's a lot of weekend left to be played. It's 24-20 and 16-13 Ohio University, and 33-15 and 27-5 Ball State University's Cardinals. And from First Merchants Ballpark and Ball Diamond on an absolutely sun-splashed Saturday in East Central Indiana, it's time for Bobcat Baseball. Hi, friends. I'm Russ Eisenstein. We've got a matchup of 2 right-handers today in a 7-inning contest. Eamon Horwedel for Ohio and Ty Johnson for Ball State. Time to visit with head coach Craig Moore.
Doubleheader game day in Muncie. Time to visit with head coach Craig Moore in advance of Ohio and Ball State. What sticks out to you about your analysis of yesterday, Coach?
I thought that we didn't play with a whole lot of urgency yesterday. Something we talked about this morning was, we haven't solidified anything yet. We have to keep on playing. We have to keep on winning, if we want to get to where we want to get to. And I just felt like we were just kind of on our heels a little bit. Now, their offense, kind of did it to us a little bit. When you're scoring, 6 straight innings, it's kind of tough. But, it's something that we just, have to respond and bounce back today.
When you have an inning like that against a team that doesn't give up innings like that very often, based on your first answer, does that make you say to your guys, hey, look, this is an example of what we could do against them, but we need to bring it from the start of a ballgame?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought that we didn't really do a good job of making adjustments early in the game. We waited till that middle part of the game when it was, kind of out of hand a little bit, but, we still had a chance at it. We had, the tying run at the plate, it's just, we know we can play with these guys. We know that we can hit their pitching, It's just a matter of, getting it into their heads and having that confidence to know that they can get it done.
7-inning game, and those are going away. But with how you have it set up, knowing that you've got a guy like Manis in the pen that could give you maybe 2 at the back end, is this a 5-inning game in your mind then of a pitching mentality? Let's get through 5 to get Manis the ball at the end. Is that how you look at it, or is there another way?
You would like to look at it that way. Right now where we're at with our, pitching situation with some guys, being injured, you would like to see some guys get extended a little bit, but at the same time, you have to take into account, who you're starting and how well does he do when the opposition lineup starts to see him multiple times, and then it's kind of like, well, maybe we have to make a change here, So there's definitely still some management going on in those 7-inning games, but ideally, that's kind of what everybody was doing last year in those 7-inning games. They were throwing their best arm because they wanted them to go all 7 and not have to use their bullpen. So, unfortunately, I know we're in a situation where we've got to use multiple guys to get the job done.
Coaches are human too. I've got the computer up there, so I'm looking at scores in progress as games are going on to update fans. Are you a scoreboard watcher when the game's done? Do you go back to the hotel and take a look at things immediately to stack on where you're at?
Absolutely. That's the first thing we do, is check to see what everybody else did in conference, and maybe go back and look at some of the box scores to kind of see how things, played out. And obviously, you start to kind of think about your opponent next weekend and you kind of look at what they're doing and everything. So, no, it's definitely something that's on the minds of the coaches.
One light sort of topic here. I was thinking about this. As this song is playing right now, this is on the batting practice playlist all across the country. It could be Maine or it could be San Diego, California. Isn't it amazing that these songs are always played, have been 10, 15 years ago, and will be played no matter where it is, country town or not.
Yeah, I know. It's funny you say that because there's a lot of places where you hear the same music, and everything. So I think it's just whoever's running the playlist up there's got got everybody else on speed dial to see what they're playing.
Hey, good luck today.
All right, thanks, Russ.
That's head coach Craig Moore. I'm Russ Eisenstein. Stay tuned. Who knows what the playlist will be today? Who knows what I'll say today? I'll infotain for you for 2. It's Ohio and Ball State from Muncie. This is Bobcat Baseball.
A wonderful rendition via the organ via tape of the Star-Spangled Banner. From Muncie, Indiana, it's Ohio and Ball State. Time to meet the starters. First for Craig Moore, Ohio's first-year head coach and longtime member of the program, and the Cats. Leading off playing in center field, Isaiah Peterson. A.J. Roush hits second. He's in right field. Colin Kasperbauer hits third at third. New average, .375. Mason Minzy, DH today in cleanup. Hitting fifth, left fielder Spencer Harbert. In the sixth spot, catcher Alex Finney. Hitting seventh, second baseman Michael Richardson. Batting eighth, first baseman Cale Baker. And the shortstop Xavier Hindigas rounds out the lineup. Eamon Hort-Waddell on the mound for Ohio. The junior from Ann Arbor's Skyline High School, 1-0 with a .506 ERA. Seventh appearance, second start. He started last week at home against Akron. 10 2/3 innings of work, 11 hits, 6 runs all earned, 6 walks, 12 strikeouts for the crafty side armor, Eamon Hort-Waddell. Now for Rich Maloney, longtime Cardinal head coach, and the Ball State Cardinals. Zamir Wright leads it off. He hits .376 in center. Trenton Quartermaine, he one of the top home run hitters in the MAC. The first baseman bats second. Hitting third, right fielder Nick Powell. In the cleanup spot, Hunter Dobbins, a .388 hitter who has 6 homers. Hitting fifth, left fielder Zach Cole. In the sixth spot, Adam Tellier, he's the shortstop. Batting seventh, third baseman Ryan Peltier, the third baseman. The catcher is Adam Christensen. He hits eighth, and rounding out the lineup and playing second base is Justin Conant. On the mound, right-handed starter Ty Johnson, 7-2 with a .507 ERA. Johnson, 6'6", a sophomore from Indianapolis's Lawrence North High School. Ohio has an opportunity today against the top team in the league. And Ohio is one of the top 4 teams in the league. You heard from head coach Craig Moore. He felt his ball club should have started better yesterday. The opposition has a lot to do with it too, but he wanted a little bit more urgency from his guys at the start. And an example of that is they've got it in them with that 4-run 7th inning. And so we'll see if Ohio can give that sort of effort in the latter stages of the game that they brought yesterday from the start today. Again, it is opponent dependent, and Ball State's really good. Ohio feels they're very good too, and it's a chance for a couple of victories at the end of the series here. It's just game 2. A lot of baseball to be played today. Potentially 16 innings of baseball fun from Muncie, Indiana, as Isaiah Peterson gets into the box. .341 hitter, 5 homers, 34 runs batted in. First one from Johnson is up and away, and we're off to the races at 12:05. First pitch at 83. Chamber of Commerce degrees on this beautiful Saturday in East Central Indiana. UV index at 7. It's time to get a tan today. 1-0 pitch coming to Peterson. Cranks on it and popped it up. This is into left. The wind will help a bit, but it is just medium depth and shallow left. Cole makes the catch for round number 1. 7-inning contest, remember. 9-inning game to follow. A.J. Roush hits now. 325 hitters, 6 homers, 32 runs batted in. Yesterday, Ohio was down 2-1, then down 5-1, then down 8-1, and then it was 8-5, but then Ball State got 3 back. Yesterday, Roush 0 for 4 with a ribby, and he struck out. 1-0 the count to the right-handed hitter. Johnson's given up 47 hits in 60 2/3 innings now. 60 strikeouts. Little fisted fly ball into shallow right, in there for a base hit. So that's 48 hits now and 60 2/3 given up by Ty Johnson. And a 1-out single for Colin Kasperbauer. Colin yesterday 0 for 3, struck out 3 times in a walk. And that is a rare off outing for the league's top hitter, Colin Kasperbauer. Kasperbauer on the left-hand side, back of the box, shin guard on that front foot, front shin. Johnson from the stretch and the pitch. Fastball spotted well on the outside corner. It's a strike. It's 0-1. Ohio in the green tops. Arched Ohio in black, trimmed in white across the chest. Numeral on the back in black, trimmed in white. Gray pants trimmed in green. 0-1 coming with a man at first, inching to a bigger lead is Roush. He's holding in the pitch. Up and away, 1-1. Ball State in the black tops, white pants. Ball State in an arch in print across the chest. In white, trimmed in red. Ball State and Ohio for the 122nd time. Throw to first, chases Roush back. Ohio has 66 all-time wins in the series. Ball State is 55. 1-1 the count on Colin Kasperbauer. And the pitch. Strike called. 1-2 the count. Ohio didn't get help from behind them yesterday, as Kent State won yesterday, as Miami won yesterday. Kent State up early on Western Michigan today, up 5-1 in the third. 1-2, fly ball down the line in left. It's curling, fair, and a big hop over the fielder Cole and off the wall. Heading to third with the stop sign on Roush, easy into second. Colin Kasperbauer with the double. After an 0 for 3 effort yesterday, you weren't going to keep Colin down today. Second and third, the runners. One gone here in the first. Mason Minzy, who has 44 runs batted in this year, has a good run-scoring chance now. Double for Kasperbauer is his 16th. Double number 96 for the team, which is what the opposition's hit against Ohio this year. Minzy, switch hitter, hitting left. 298 hitter, 7 homers, 44 runs batted in. Early chance with the man out, and the pitch is a fastball strike in the outside corner. It's 0-1. So an early chance. Got to capitalize here with at least one. Minzy yesterday 1 for 4, struck out twice. Time called. Yesterday, Ball State wrapped out 18 hits. So they outdid Ohio by 6, out-hit Ohio by 11. They had the game's only air. 0-1 coming to Mason Minzy. Same pitch, same result. 0-2 the count. Minzy 7th in the league in ribbies, 3rd in doubles, 15th in slugging percentage coming in. Good chance here for Ohio to get an early lead. 0-2 the count, 1 gone. Top of the first. At third is Roush. Second, Kasperbauer. Here it is from Johnson. Mason takes strike 3 called. I don't know if it was the same pitch every time, but it looked like it on back-to-back-to-back pitches. 2 gone. Here's Spencer Harbert. Harbert hitting .258. He homered yesterday. that started off that seventh inning fun where Ohio scored 4 runs. Well, 2 outs. Ohio's been good with 2 outs. 2 in scoring position with 2 outs in the top of the first, and Harbert takes a hanger inside. It is 1-0. Dimensions here haven't changed. 320 down the lines. 395 to straightaway center. Alley's about 365, 370, though not marked. This place can play small. Harbert hit one over the left field wall yesterday. 0-1 pitch. Spencer swings and misses. Knocked down by the catcher Richardson. Trying it from third is Roush, and he slides in safe. And Ohio leads it 1-0. Aggressive, it wasn't that far away. A headfirst slide ahead of the flip and the tag attempt. And Ohio leads it 1-0. Casper Bauer takes third on the play. 1-0 Ohio on a wild one from Ty Johnson, and it wasn't knocked that far away. But Roush saw it, committed to it, scored on it. 1-1 pitch. Spencer takes, low and away. 2-1. 2 gone, top of the first. Ohio scratches out the early lead. Casper Bauer 90 feet away. Harbert would love his 39th RBI of the year. The 2-1. Missed his spot, but it's called a strike. Christensen was set up outside. That backed up inside corner and got the edge. 2-2. Wind out of the southwest at 6. This ballpark faces the northeast. There are chances for rain increasing later in the day. 2-2, bouncing ball to third. Backhand pickup backing up on it. Peltier throws to first, dug out nicely by Quartermaine with a little bit of a mini scoop. But Ohio takes the lead. Done in the first. A run on 2 hits, no errors, man left. 1 for Ohio. Ball State coming up, presented by McDonald's with 4 locations in Southeast Ohio, 2 in Athens, 1 in Nelsonville, and 1 in the Plains. From Muncie, this is Bobcat Baseball. Eamon Horwedel take to a 1-0 lead. Eamon Horwedel on the mound for Ohio. 1-0 Ohio as we go to the bottom of the first. Presented by McDonald's. Amir Wright leads it off. He's a good one. One of the league's top hitters. Left-handed batter, wears 12, their center fielder. 2 red batting gloves. Guard on his right shin, and the first one from the side armor is in for a strike. It is 0-1. It is going to be a little bit of an adjustment for the Ball State hitters because there aren't a whole lot of sidearm or submarine throwers in this league. So it's a different arm slot, and we'll see how they deal with it. 0-1, cut on and missed. It's 0-2. Horwedel has the different release point, has some funky movement on it, and for an opener, you might be able to catch him off guard for a couple of innings, but we'll see how they adjust. This is a good hitting team. 0-2 the count. Amon from the state of Michigan. 0-2, cut on foul. Third base side. Wright yesterday, 4 for 5. Brought in 2 runs. From Griffith, Indiana. Right next to Hammond. If you're on 90-94 in the northwest part of the state, you have passed Griffith and some other little towns that you might not have known exist. 0-2, soft one, low and away. 1-2 the count. Home plate umpire, John Molesky. First base, Justin Birchie. Robert Lothian at third. The back umpiring crew. 1-2 the count from Horwedel to Wright. Upstairs, 2-2. So Wright hits .376, meaning he gets on base a lot. Then Quartermaine has 53 ribbies and 13 homers. That's a real top of the line, top 2. 2-2, hit on the ground to second to his right. Richardson plants, throws, got him. Against the speedy Amir Wright. And Richardson covered the ground well. One gone. Here's Trenton Quartermaine. Hits .296. No one's crossed the plate more in the MAC than this guy. Quartermaine 1 for 5 yesterday with 2 runs brought in. He is second in the league in homers. He's got 13. Horwedel misses with his fastball outside. It's 1-0. More clouds than we saw yesterday. A harbinger of maybe some weather coming in later today and maybe storms tomorrow. 1-0. Well, thought about firing on it, missed it, and didn't. It's 1-1. Bit fooled on the breaking ball. What a beautiful day. 1-1 pitch. Soft one on the outside edge for a strike called. It's 1-2. Scoreboard in left center. Red bulbs appropriately. American flag in left center. Called strike 3 on a changeup on the inside corner. Quartermaine was looking for something else. Strikeout for Amon Horwedel. That's his 13th. If you fly an American League flag in your house, you truly are an American League fan. Here's Nick Powell. 306 hitter, 4 homers, 39 runs batted in. Bases cleared, 2 gone. Bottom of the first, Ohio on top, 1-0. Amon would love to spin a 1-2-3 rack. And the first one to the left-handed hitter is outside. Powell yesterday, 1 for 5. Powell homered yesterday to center. This park can play small now. So even though it's a 7-inning game, I'm pretty sure 1-0's not going to be the final. Pop this up, foul ground near the Ball State dugout. Casper Bauer gave chase, but no chance. 1-1. 7 innings, then a 9. And then a 9-inning game tomorrow, and quick turnaround to Western Michigan next weekend, which starts on Thursday. 1-1 the count. Powell waits and takes one outside. 2-1. Horwedel, as we know, doesn't light up the radar gun. Tries to play with slow and slower and then movement off of that. 2-1 the count. Works from the stretch always. Spots a fastball that just missed outside, and that's his fastball. It's 3-1, and I think Finney and Amon thought that was a strike. Ohio came in with the 5th best pitching staff by numbers in the conference. Topper to second, Richardson favorable hop, throws to first, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. Cardinals go down in order, presented by McDonald's. We go to the second. 1-0 Ohio. From Muncie, this is Bobcat Baseball. Second inning is on from Muncie, presented by People's Bank, working together, building success, which is what we should all do, right, with our banking and the rest of our lives. Alex Finney leads it off, and the first one is swung through and missed from Ty Johnson. It is 0-1. Finney, yesterday, was not in the starting lineup. This is his 26th start, and he's made the most of his playing time. A .322 hitter. 0-1, strike, inside edge. It's 0-2. Eamon Horwedel is an out-eater today. He needs to eat up, well, maybe 12 of them would be nice to get through the fourth. 0-2 pitch. Popped up, first base, drifting into foul ground. Now the second baseman Powell's there, and he makes the catch. With the sunglasses sparkling in the sun, there's one gone. Here's Michael Richardson. Richardson, reliable at second. 2 for 4. 2 runs scored. Made 2 plays in the top of the first inning today, too. .291 hitter, right-handed hitter in the pitch. Flinched at it, but took it outside. It's 1-0. Red bat, 2 white batting gloves. Gives it a couple of twirls. Now comes set. Back of the right-handed box in the 1-0. Bouncing ball headed to center, and it is knocked down, but no play. Single for Michael Richardson. Third hit of the day. Tellier came over back of the bag. Powell there too. And even if they knocked it down, which they did, there was no chance to get Richardson at first. 3 hits early against Johnson, who has allowed 47 coming in. Now that's 50 hits in just over 61 innings of work. Here's Cale Baker. Hitting .175, 3 homers, 23 runs batted in. Takes a breaking ball strike. It is 0-1. Baker yesterday dazzled with defense again. And I'm sure those that were here were impressed with what they saw. He went 0 for 3, struck out twice at the plate. But he helps his ball club in a variety of ways. Right on right in the 0-1. Low and away, knocked down by Christensen. Skitters away, and scampering to second is Richardson. On another wild pitch. In fact, there's a gentleman in front of the booth that just said, yeah, that first baseman made a couple of good plays yesterday, and he did. He's right. The guy in front of the booth knows good first base defense, which is important. That just helps in a whole lot of areas of life. If you could spot a good first baseman, you're going to be a millionaire in all other areas. 1-1 pitch. Fly ball, left field, going to stay in the park. Cole comes in on it, camps under it, makes the catch. Anything in the air in this park, it's not a big ballpark, but anything in the air in the summer or summer-like temperatures here could have a chance, but it's a fly out to left. And here's Xavier Hindigas. X in his spot in the 9-man in the lineup. Ohio shortstop. 301 a hitter. No homers. 6 runs batted in. Runner at second, 2 gone. Don't want to waste a chance here. Ohio up 1-0 in the second. Johnson, the tall righty, brings it home and drops in a strike. It's 0-1. Ball State logo, the old one behind the plate. You know it's the old one because it has the 3 kind of spokes on it. If you're familiar with how Charlie looked about 15 years ago. 0-1, fouled back over our heads. So they took those off, but that logo has been around since, I want to say, 1990. I remember coming into Muncie for a basketball game, and I got one of those shirts when I was a little kid. I'm sure it's in a box somewhere. My parents' home. 0-2 the count, but they've got a Dancin' Charlie logo here, which is just the best. 0-2 pitch, instead of Bluff moved back to second. And in fact, when they went to the Arizona Bowl, 2 seasons ago, their football team just simply could not lose with Dancin' Charlie on the helmet. Couldn't. First off, it's a cool logo. Secondly, they played really well wearing it. 0-2 the count, 2 gone, a runner at second to the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Ohio got a man to second with 1 out. Fly out, strikeout. Second strikeout of the day for Johnson. We've played 1.5. Ohio maintains a 1-0 lead, presented by People's Bank. Enjoy the broadcast and the ball game, everybody from Muncie. This is Bobcat Baseball. Eamon Horwedel looked really good in the first inning. Got 2 ground outs and a strikeout. Ready to go for the bottom of the second. Rhythmic clapping brings Hunter Dobbins to the plate. 388 hitter, though this is his 17th start. 6 homers and 20 runs batted in. That would be something if that all happened in 7 starts. 17th start, their DH cleanup hitter. Ohio on top 1-0. And that handcuffed him on a swing and a miss from Horwedel. It is 0-1. Dobbins wears 32 in white on the back of that black uniform top. Black helmets here for the Cardinals against Ohio in green and gray. And on top 1-0 here in the second. Next one from Horwedel. Spun him out of the way. Did that hit him? He thought so, but no. 1-1 the count. Ohio's had men in scoring position in the first 2 innings already. Good sign, good start. Up 1-0, gonna need more. Horwedel brings it home. Fly ball foul. First base side out of play towards where there was a tailgate set up before the game today. I think Ball State parents or fans out there got to the ballpark at around 10, and they were already there. That's a good way to start a day now. It's a Saturday, so you can pop a top whenever you'd like. 1-2. High chopper, third base side, left of the bag, Casper Bauer throws to first strong with the stretch from Cale Baker. Oh, that big boy is quite nimble. And Ohio gets another Casper Bauer to Baker out. That was Casper Bauer to his left. Not left of the bag, that'd be foul ground. But a 5-3 put out. Here's the hard-rockin' Zach Cole. Play some rock music and head into that left-handed batter's box. A .326 hitter. He has like 100 triples this year. 9 homers, 31 runs batted in. He has more triples than like 81 teams in all of college baseball. A tripling machine. Cole has 8. 8. 1-1 the count against him. Amir Wright has 6. That's 14 between two guys. That's a lot. 1-1, fouled off. 1-2 the count. But yeah, the tailgate before the game. Nice crowd here at the ballpark. You can be here all day. Or you can have the magic of internet audio bringing you to my booth here in Muncie. Hello. 1-2, chopper towards third. Casper Bauer, favorable hop. Throws to first. Got him without a stretch this time. And the law firm of Casper Bauer and Baker, or Colin and Kale, completes another 5-3 putout. Here's Adam Tellier. 211 hitter, no homers, 4 runs batted in. Bases clear, 2 gone. Eamon Horwedel has a chance to spin another 1-2-3 rack here. 7-inning contest. Ohio on top 1-0. Tellier bats, and there's a fly ball to left. It's deep, but it will stay in the park in front of the track. Harbert gives way to Peterson, who makes the catch. And there's the second straight 1-2-3 inning. Presented by People's Bank. Ohio leads at 1-0 as we go to the third. 7-inning contest from Muncie. This is Bobcat Baseball. Seven-inning contest. We're in the third. 1-0 Ohio. 1-3-0 for the Cats through 2 innings. 0-0-0 for the Cardinals. Eamon Horwedel hasn't allowed a hit in the first 2 racks. Hasn't allowed a base runner either. Ohio back top of the lineup, Isaiah Peterson, who scored. Rouse scored the first run of the ball game. Peterson flied out. The first one is cranked foul. Third base side out of play. 0-1. Ty Johnson, quite tall, 6'6", 212 from Indy. 0-1 the count. Peterson waits and takes. Outside, it's 1-1. Ohio never led yesterday, was down 2-1, and then Cardinals flew out to that 8-1 advantage. 1-1 pitch. Fastball strike. 1-2. 1-2. Bouncing ball to short, sucked up by Tellier. He's got it. Loops it over to first in time. First out. Here's A.J. Roush. Roush, Ohio's right fielder, scored the first run. And the game's only run, singled in the first. Brought in on a wild pitch. 1-0 Ohio here in the third. And the pitch from Ty Johnson. That missed up and away. This is the best pitching staff by numbers in the MAC. Ball State has had some really good arms here. 1-0. Fastball low and away. 2-0 the count. The amount of guys that they've had drafted, 69, 8 first-round draft picks, and a lot of them pitchers. 2-0, in for a strike to Roush. It is 2-1. Dre Jamison, pick 34 in 2019 to the Diamondbacks. Fouled off at the plate. 2-2 the count. Luke Haggerty in the first round of the Cubs in 0-2. Brian Bullington, 0-2. First pick to the Pirates. And guys that have been second and third rounders, 2. A lot of them. 2-2 the count, 1 gone. Here in the third, Ohio on top 1-0. Roush waits for Ty Johnson and the pitch. Fly ball, left field, deep, way back, and that ball is long gone. A Bobcat blast for A.J. Roush. Ends up on the road beyond the ballpark. His 7th of the year. RBI number 33. A.J. Roush gives Ohio a 2-0 lead. Question would be, would it be fair? It was, and it was a big old fly out of here. Second homer in the series for Ohio. Here's Colin Kasperbauer. Cats on top 2-0. That's 4 hits already, and we're not beyond the third inning yet. That thing was way gone, and you could tell off the bat, just everything about it was awesome. Pitch low and in that clipped the top of the shoes of Kasperbauer, and that's a hit batter. Here's Mason Minzy. Told you the ballpark plays small, but the park's size had nothing to do with that. Launch of a home run. Deep to left and gone. McGalliard's the road that runs east-west beyond the ballpark left field side, and there's not a screen, and it could conceivably get out to the road. 1-0 the count on Mason Minzy, who struck out in the first. I mean, it would take a real good pop to get it there, but there's a chance for sure. 2-0 Ohio in the third. Minzy averaged below 300 now. One-0 pitch coming. That's low, 2-0. So Ohio is getting hits and runs off of the top pitching staff in the league. Yesterday, Ohio conceivably should have, in a lot of games with 5 runs and 7 hits, been able to win a game. But the problem was Ohio gave up 11 runs on 18 hits. Ohio's only going to go as far as this pitching's going to take them because Ohio's going to score enough runs to win games. Down the stretch here, and then hopefully in the tournament. Runner at first, he's holding 3-0. Missed inside, ball 4. Ohio is first and second, the runners here, with just 1 gone in the frame. Here's Spencer Harbert. Time called. And they're going to get their bullpen cranked up now. It's a 7-inning game, remember, so it gets real late, real early. Even if it is not even 1 o'clock yet. So A.J. Roush today scored Ohio's 2 runs, one on a wild pitch and one with a very confident trot around the base pass via the home run. That homer for Ohio is their 43rd. They've allowed 44. So here's Harbert. And yesterday, he hit one over the left field wall. Today, he's got a chance to do the same thing, and if he does, it's 5-0 Ohio. Asked him if he got it yesterday. He said, yeah, it felt pretty good off the bat. I also said there might have been something to the fact that he was the subject of our pregame open yesterday, and I'm not saying, but I'm saying. The pitch to Spencer is a little bit away, knocked down by Richardson, and I don't know if Johnson is all the way right here. Ohio has a chance here with one gone in the third. Run already in, 2-0 Bobcats against a team that is the top spot in the MAC. That swept Central Michigan here a couple of weekends ago. 1-0 pitch, bouncing ball, foul. Wide to third, he was all over that just a bit early. 1-1 the count. So clearly the message received. Ohio needed to start better yesterday. Craig Moore felt so. Told them. They are. Traffic in every inning. 1-1 the count on Spencer Harbert. Here it is from Johnson. Low and away, knocked down. Richardson has to race to pick it up. Taking third is Colin Kasperbauer. Minzy holds it first. Johnson's off balance, and Ohio has a chance to knock him off the beam right here. 2-1 to count, one gone. We're in the third. Ball State doesn't have a hit yet. Ohio has 4, and the Cats are on top 2-0. Harbert hits .258 now. 10 homers, 38 runs batted in the 2-1. Bouncing ball foul back of home and off the screen. 2-2. With Horwedel confusing the Cards at least early and throwing 2 1-2-3 innings, he would love to get a couple more runs here. Throw to first, Minzy back. Ohio had a 1-out single for Michael Richardson in the second and couldn't score. Here, 2-2 the count on Harbert. And the pitch. Fly ball, left field to his left, Cole. He's there, he makes the catch. Tagging at third, Kasperbauer. The throw is all the way through to the plate and late. Sliding in, feet first, and scoring Ohio's third run is Colin Kasperbauer. Ohio on top by a 3 spot on the top team in the league. Minzy stays at first. Fly out Harbert is 39th run batted in this year. 2 gone in the third. Ohio with the 2 spot. And here's Alex Finney. Didn't have to be a home run to give Ohio another insurance run. And I know it's the third, so talking about insurance now is a little early, but it is a 7-inning game. Finney popped out to start off the second. Minzy stayed at first on that play, and a throw back in time. He must not have read that throw all that well because it was launched to the plate. It was on target, but late. But it was up in the air for a bit. 2 gone to the pitch. Strike in the inside edge, 0-1. $3-0 Ohio here in the third. On a team that came into the weekend with a RPI number of 78. Throw to first, Minzy back in time. Finney, the 6th man in the lineup. The 0-1 pitch. Bouncing ball to short to his right. Tellier down to get it. Throws the short way to second. And the inning's over. But Ohio scores 2. On just 1 hit, that was a homer. There was a hit batter, a walk, a flyout that brought in the run. 3-0 Bobcats, presented by Union Street Diner as we go to the bottom of the third from Muncie. This is Bobcat Baseball. How's your Saturday going? If you're dialed into this broadcast, you're probably a Bobcat fan, and I would guess this is making your Saturday late morning or early afternoon a little bit more sunny. Ohio on top 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the third. I'm Russ Eisenstein from Ball Diamond in Muncie, Indiana. Ohio scoring a run in the first and then 2 in the third. A.J. Roush, the big bat, single scored a run, homer over the wall and left. Ball State without a hit as we go to the third. 7-inning contest. Ryan Peltier, their third baseman, leads it off. 272 hitter, right-handed batter. Peltier yesterday went 2 for 3. Horwedel brings it home. Missed outside. Finney tried to yank it back in the zone and could not. Want to know the count. Horwedel looks good, and the pitch. Laced over the leaping Casper Bauer at third and into left. Harbor cuts it off in front of the track, brings it back in. Sliding it ahead first at second is Ryan Peltier, and that's the game's first hit for the Cardinals. Here's Adam Christensen. Yesterday had a couple of hits, had a double, and he also singled. That double for Peltier is his 16th on the year. He's 6th in the MAC in doubles. Leadoff man on. Here's Adam Christensen, their catcher. 242 hitter with 7 homers and 25 runs batted in. Yesterday, he went 2 for 4. Brought in a couple of runs. 3-0 Ohio. We're in the third. First card on the base pass, and this one drops low and outside. It's 1-0. Eamon Horwedel. 1-0 record. 5.06 ERA. Just 10 2/3 innings coming in. Wasn't fully stretched out. 1-0. There's a strike in the outside edge to the left-handed hitting Christensen. Fans grumble a bit. 1-1 the count. But he really would be, if you're taking a look at an opener for a 7-inning contest, he's a perfect sort of pitcher to fill that role because it takes a little while to read a guy like him. 1-1 pitch. Fouled back. 1-2 the count. So it's the third. Horwedel's given you 6 outs. Can he get 7, 8, and 9 here in this inning? Well, he's got a cushion of a 3-0 lead. Ohio dealing with some injury issues with some pitchers, so it would help if he can get into the 4th or 5th. Gosh, that would be really something for likable pitching coach Tim Brown and head coach Craig Moore. 2-2 the count. Runner at second, nobody gone, bottom of the third. On this 83, 4, 5 degree day. 2-2 coming. Ooh, excuse me, swing fouled off near the Ball State dugout. 2-2 the count. Dugouts are actually slightly dug out. You take a couple of steps down to them. Close confines, but not as close as at Eastern Michigan or at Miami. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Pulled a little string late on it. And Christensen was late on it. Strikeout number 2 for Eamon Horwedel. Here's the DH, Justin Conant. Sorry, their second baseman, Justin Conant, the 9-hole hitter. Yesterday, 4 for 4. Scored 2 runs, brought in 2 runs. Conant had a triple yesterday, right-handed batter. 2 red batting gloves and the pitch, hit him. Up and in, hit him on the shoulder, or maybe not. I don't know. He tossed the bat away. Rich Maloney coming down the line from third. It looked like it might have hit him, but he is ordered to stay in the box. Did that hit off of the glove of Finney? To be very fair, if that didn't hit him, I don't know how it didn't. It wasn't anything hard, and it wasn't anything of a targeting fashion. It was just up and in on the shoulder level, and apparently he didn't get hit. So, 1-0 the count. Runner at second, one gone. Bottom of 3-0 Ohio. Horwedel from the stretch. Sidearm sling, just missed. Upstairs, 2-0. So as we talked about, right-handed batter against a right-arm submarine or sidearm delivery, that looks like it's really coming at you from where he releases the ball. 2-0, missed inside, 3-0. One gone here in the third with Ohio on top 3-0. Conant back into the box. On at second is Peltier. And the 3-0. There's a strike. It's 3-1. We'll see how Ohio manages the pitching staff moving forward. And today, you are eating up innings. 7-inning game to start. 3-1 pitch. Bouncing ball to second to his right backhand pickup. Richardson turns, throws, got him. That's 2 outs. Runner at third is Peltier. Here's Amir Wright. The PA announcer here is a very unique sort of delivery. And it's unique to every batter in their lineup. 2 gone, runner at third. Wright grounded out to start off the ball game offensively for Ball State. And he pops up this one. This is into shallow left. Coming in is Harbert. He's there and makes the one-handed catch. And the inning's over. Ball State gets their first hit, but Eamon Horwedel has eaten up 9 outs. Leadoff double, and they don't score. 3-0 Ohio as we go to the fourth. Presented by the Union Street Diner from Muncie. This is Bobcat Baseball. Michael Richardson leads off the Go-Mart fourth inning. Ohio on top 3-0. 3-4-0 for Rufus's boys. 0-1-0 for Charlie Cardinal's crew. Ty Johnson misses up and in, but it's called a strike. It is 0-1. And I don't think Ohio's dugout liked that call very much. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. That hit him. Inside, maybe about hip high. He drops the bag. Runs on down to first. Richardson on for the second time. Here's Cale Baker. 3-0 Ohio. We're in the fourth in a 7-inning contest. Marty the Go-Mart Gopher and Go-Mart bring you Bobcat Baseball on the air or internet or whatever. Baker, dazzling D, and flew out in the second. Johnson, the tall righty. And the pitch. Squares to bunt. Puts it down left of the mound. Johnson let it go past him. Peltier throws to first. Sacrifice complete. 5-3. Baker on the sack groundout. Here's Xavier Hindigas. Hindigas struck out in the second. 2 strikeouts today for Ty Johnson. Ohio on top 3-0 in the fourth. Ball State defensively, Cole in left, right and center, Powell in right. Peltier, Tellier, Powell, and Quartermaine on the infield left to right. Battery of Christensen and Ty Johnson. 1 gone in the fourth. Ohio has 4 hits. Base hit gives the Cats a 4-spot lead. Johnson straightens up, and he's a tall one when he does straighten up. And the pitch, missed inside. 1-0 the count. Three nothing Ohio. We're in the fourth. 9-inning contest to follow. 4-game series against the top team in the league. Trying to anchor their spot in the top 4. 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. You have to feel good about it. And again, you'd like to have a real solid read on how many wins it will take to stay in the top 4. But 3 or 4 in the final 8 of the year combined would do it. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Again, it's a 4-team tournament hosted by the top team in the league, which would be right back here. In about a week and a half, the tournament would start on Wednesday, leading into Memorial Day weekend. 2-1 instead. Bluff moved back to second. Straight up 1 o'clock in the Eastern Time Zone. You're listening to Bobcat Baseball. I'm Russ Eisenstein in Muncie. 2-1 the count, 1 gone. Top of the fourth, Ohio on top 3-0 in the pitch. Fly ball, foul, first base side, over the Bobcat dugout. Now to play. 2-2 the count. More clouds now, but still bright sunshine. 80-ish degree day. 83 degrees at game time. Storm chances later in the day. Ohio would love some thunder here in the fourth. 2-2 the count. Called strike 3. On the outside edge, might have been a slider. That's the 3rd strikeout of the day for Johnson. Back top of the lineup to Isaiah Peterson. 0 for 2 today. Runner on at second, 2 gone. Roush on deck. You'd love him to get up. He's 2 for 2 today. And the pitch got under it and popped it up. Towards third, way up there. Peltier back, and he shuffles and makes the catch. Inning over. Ohio got the leadoff man on, got him to second, but could not score him. 3-0 Cats as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Presented by Gomart from Muncie. This is Bobcat Baseball. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Ohio on top 3-0 on Ball State. Cardinals have just one hit, and that happened in the third. Eamon Horwoodell is doing the job. Soft tossing righty from Michigan. Ohio on top 3-0 here, and he's eaten up outs and innings. And Trenton Quartermaine lashes at the first one and pops it up. This is foul ground, back of third, caught. Shortstop Hindigus over. Makes the play for out number one, Trenton Quartermaine, who has 13 homers this year. Saw what he wanted and popped it up. Here's Nick Powell. Grounded out in the first. This is a capable Ball State offense. There's no doubt about it, but ranked 7th in the league in hitting coming in. They're really good in a lot of other categories, but the batting average is 7th in the league. Ohio tops. High chopper towards second. Richardson there. Powell hoofing it. Throw to first. His backhand pickup on a scoop. Yes, by Cale Baker. He did it again. That was a stretch to the outfield and a scoop with the backhand all at the same time. Wow. Cale Baker has saved so many outs for Ohio at first. The Ole Miss transfer is hotty-toddying his way to a chance to be the D player of the year, if there is such a thing. Gold glove for sure, but the back doesn't give those out, but he would be the guy at first. Here's Hunter Dobbins, and the first one to him misses upstairs. It's 1-0. He is a Gold Glove level first baseman. And he's got the mullet rocking too, and just having a lot of fun. 1-0 pitch. Horwoodell, nice in there with a soft one. It's 1-1. I'd love to have as much fun in life as Cale Baker does. Is having fun playing baseball. Started at Cincinnati, Ole Miss, junior college, Ohio. Yep, learned something from every trip, and have glove will travel. 1-2 the count. You get a whole lot of different personalities on a ball club, and it all works. Horwoodell trying to get through the fourth. 2 gone, bottom of 4. This is Dobbins, their cleanup hitter, and DH. 1-2 pitch from Horwoodell. Shot the outside corner and missed. The Bobcat fans either didn't see or didn't want to believe that Finney tried to bring that back in the zone. It was a ball. 2-2 the count. And the pitch. Line drive, left center field, going to get towards the gap, and Peterson dives, and he made the catch. Yes, sir, he did. Laid out for it. Oh, do it with D. Ohio in the infield and outfield. Peterson with a headlong dive. Got it, and the inning's over. This defense now, dynamic. We go to the 5th. 3-0 Ohio. This is Bobcat Baseball. Fifth inning presented by Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers. We're in the 5th. Ohio leads it 3-0. Ohio doing it with offense. 4 hits today. There was a homer today. There was a single today from A.J. Roush. And the guy with the big bat to give Ohio the early lead to add to it leads it off here in the 5th against Ty Johnson, the starter for Ball State, but the leash won't be long for him here in the 5th. And he drops the first one in there for a strike called. It is 0-1. There is a lot to like about this ball club at the plate, on the mound, and defensively. 0-1, strike. It's 0-2. The play that Peterson made to end the 4th inning, goodness, did he travel some ground for it. Running to his right, out there in left center. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Rouse goes down on strikes. Actually, a foul tip held on to by Christensen. 4th strikeout of the day. For Johnson, here's Colin Kasperbauer. Kasperbauer doubled in the 1st, was hit in the 3rd, came around to score on the Spencer Harbert flyout. 3-0 Ohio, and the pitch. Fly ball down the line and left, curling towards the corner, and foul. 0-1. It's one thing to do something like this against teams that are at the bottom of the league, but you get more excited about it from the fact that they're doing it today against the top team in the league. 0-1 pitch. There's the strike. It's 0-2. That's why the overrated chant is the dumbest chant in all of sports. Why would you want to demean the opposition that you just were so excited about beating? 0-2 outside, 1-2. National ranked team comes into your building, it's packed. You beat them, you chant overrated. No. That makes no sense. You want them to be ranked as high as possible, and you beat them. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Letter high. Kasperbauer goes down on strikes. That's the 5th. Here's Mason Minzy. So you want to give Ball State all the credit in the world, which is deserved here in the MAC. And then you say, oh, by the way, you beat them if you actually do. And Ohio, here in the 5th, is on top 3-0. Here's Mason Minzy. Here it is from Johnson. And missed inside, 1-0 the count. Johnson might have found his groove here. Ohio scored 1 in the 1st and 2 in the 3rd. Bases clear here, 2 gone in the 5th, and here it is. Got under it and popped it up. Back is short. Tell you're there. Calls everybody off. Nobody's coming. And he makes the catch. He was waving. I got it. Nobody else is there. Inning over. Cats go down in order in the 5th. Presented by Steak and Shake. It's a 7-inning game, remember. Getting late. Cats on top 3-0. This is Bobcat Baseball. How about the job of Eamon Horwedel today? He's pitched here into the 5th with Ohio on top 3-0. He's allowed just 1 hit. He has 2 strikeouts. He hasn't walked any. He hasn't hit any. It was a leadoff double in the 3rd, and he was stranded. Plug and play for sure for Eamon Horwedel to start it off, and he has a chance to qualify for the win. He pitched better than the result at Miami, you recall, in that wild second game of the doubleheader a couple of weekends ago in Oxford. He was an out away from closing it out last week. Pitched well against Akron. Second start, 8th appearance, 5.06 ERA and dropping. And he will match wits with 5, 6, and 7 for the Cardinals. And their first pitch swinging, and that's popped up foul. Out of play by Zach Cole. 0-1 the count. Horwedell's father is an outstanding photographer. And I don't know if he's here today, but I wish for he and his family that he was. Fly ball foul, third base side out of play. It's 0-2. What would that be like, to be a father snapping photos of your D1 ball player throwing a gem? I don't have any kids. I don't know what that would be like. I might never have kids. I don't know what that would be like. But Mr. Horwedell would love to see it through his camera today. 0-2, fly ball, left field, shallow left, curling into foul ground and out of play. 0-2 the count. But for families, it's a pretty cool deal to see their sons, or if it's softball or women's sport, where they're playing great, to share in all of that. On a broadcasting level, I know it's cool that my parents get to listen to these games too, wherever they are. Horwedell pitching today with a lot of support. The 0-2, bouncing ball to second. Big ol' hop. Richardson throws to first. Got him. Baker stayed on the sack. There was a little wobble there, but he was able to reel it in. One gone here in the fifth. Here's Adam Tellier. Tellier followed by Peltier. These have been ground ball outs too, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4 outs via the air. Line drive foul near the Ball State bullpen. It's 0-1. They are really trying to jump Horwedell on pitch one, and based on the body language from the Cardinals, they are frustrated they're not having more success. They got Quartermaine to pop out on pitch one in the fourth, and he, of the 13 homers. 0-1 the count, one gone in the fifth, and the pitch. Fastball, and probably the hardest that Horwedell has fired one in today. Outside, it's 1-1. 7-inning contest. We're in the fifth, and Ohio on top 3-0. Out hitting the Cardinals 4-1. Horwedell from the stretch. Sidearm sling. Baffled the bat. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Ohio trying to get to 17-13 in the MAC and 5 over 500 overall. Toledo split with Northern Illinois yesterday in a doubleheader. They're playing today. 1-2, tapped foul. Got a scoreboard watch behind you, too, as far as Ohio goes. But if you just keep winning games, it's all in their hands. Toledo leads Northern Illinois 8-0, bottom of the seventh inning there at Scott Park. Central leads Eastern 2-0, top of the first. 1-2 popped up. Back of first, foul ground. Baker there looks up into the sun and makes the catch. Two-handed. Dropped the ball on the exchange. 2 gone here in the fifth. Here's Ryan Peltier, who has Ball State's only hit, a double in the third. Kent State leads Western Michigan 10-4, bottom of the fifth inning in Kalamazoo. Miami and Akron somehow scoreless in the bottom of the fifth inning in the Rubber City with their brand new A as their logo. Fastball strike. Horwedell, I think, is emptying out the tank now. There is no activity in Ohio's bullpen, but 6th and 7th innings, you could conceivably get it to Manis for the stretch run. Fly ball down the line and right, foul near the Bobcat bullpen and out of play. 0-2 the count. Horwedell is all kinds of heated up. Has a chance to qualify for the win with one more strike. 3-0 Ohio, bottom of the fifth. Bases clear for the Cardinals. Peltier stands in. Just missed outside. 1-2 the count. It was a good pitch, but it was just off the plate. 1-2 the count. Horwedel peers in for the sign. Ball meets glove, set at the belt. The 1-2 pitch. Line drive down the line and left. It's curling. Fair. Into the corner. Oh, it was going foul, but it's a fair ball. And that's a double for Ryan Peltier. The upward tones in my voice weren't for the pleasure of the double. It was just more surprised that it was a fair ball. It's a double. Second hit of the day. On a line, and so much on a line down the line that it just didn't have enough time to hook foul. Banged off the wall. It's a 2-out double. Here's Adam Christensen, their catcher. Struck out in the third. 2 hits today, 2 base hits today from their number 7 man and third baseman, Peltier. Christensen fouls one back to the screen. It's 0-1. 3-0 Ohio here in the bottom of the 5th. Bobcats trying to pick up their 67th all-time win against Ball State. Game 122 all-time. 0-1 the count on the 8-hole hitting catcher, left-handed batter. Crouching is Christensen to the pitch. Outside, it's 1-1. There is no activity in the Ohio bullpen, which is down the right field line. 3-0 Ohio. Trying to get out of the 5th. Horwedel spins that ball. Now comes set. The 1-1. Got under it, popped it up, foul ground, third base side, out of play. 2 strikes and a ball on 242 hitting Adam Christensen. It's been an entertaining 3-0 game. Ball State's been baffled. 1-2 the count, 2 gone. Here it is for Christensen. Missed inside. He spun a little bit. It was low and in, 2-2 the count. I don't know if he was trying to sell the fact that it was inside on a close call. Either way, it was in. As a bird flies across the diamond, it wasn't a Cardinal, though. 2-2 the count. Runner at second and the pitch. Got under it and popped it foul in the direction of the bird and out of play. I don't know if they have an aviary on campus, but it would be a good idea if they had a spot where Cardinals could roost. Charlie walks across campus often, but he's a bird of a different feather of sorts. 2-2 the count, 2 gone to the pitch. Fly ball, center field, stays in the park. Peterson's there, makes the catch. Amen, Horwedel, how are you? Qualifies for the win, allowed just 2 hits, and his ball club knows exactly what he brought to the table today. 3-0 Ohio, we go to the 6th. The confidence strut to the first base dugout. He'll probably turn it over to the pen, but there's a chance he comes out in the 6th if Ohio scratches out another run here. 5 done in a 7-inning game in Muncie. Ohio 3, Ball State nothing. Presented by Steak and Shake. This is Bobcat Baseball. Top of the sixth innings on. Ohio 3, Ball State nothing. Game 2 of the series, Game 1 of the doubleheader. I'm Russ Eisenstein. Thanks for listening to the infotainment today. Spencer Harbert leads it off, takes one up and in. It's 1-0 against Ty Johnson, the starter. Both starters still in this thing. Harbert today brought in Ohio's third run. Fouled this one back. It's 1-1. If I gave you a guess as to who's at the top of the Big Ten in baseball, I'm pretty certain you wouldn't say who the team is that is on top of the table there. 1-1 pitch. Up and in, 2-1 the count. It's Rutgers. Rutgers is at the top of the Big Ten baseball standings. 38-12, 16-5 in the Big Ten. They're playing non-conference series with Bowling Green this weekend. High chopper towards short. Nice scoop. Tellier throws to first. Got him. What a play. He got it on the absolute way down of a high hop. And if that actually hit the ground, he wouldn't have gotten Harbert, who was flying down the line. Good play. Here's Alex Finney. We've seen some good defensive plays. The layout catch by Peterson, good stretches at first. Line shot center field, base hit on the screws for Finney and back through the middle and into center. Hit number 5 of the ball game for Ohio. Finney hasn't started over 30 games this year. This is his 26th start. And Finney hitting .322 plus when he's had his chances. Here's Michael Richardson. There is activity in Ohio's bullpen. And the pitch. Bouncing ball to first. Quartermaine there. Taps on the bag for the out. Throw to second. Has to be a tag, and they didn't get him. So it was a bouncer to first. Quartermaine was right at the bag. Tapped on the bag for the out. And then threw to second with the shortstop Tellier taking the throw, but sliding in was Finney. So here's Cale Baker. 2 gone, top of the 6th. Ohio on top 3-0. So the question comes, who do you go to the pen for with 6 outs to get? I would think it'd be the closer. 6th inning presented by Integrated Services for Behavioral Health. Big swing and a miss, Cale Baker, who today had a sacrifice in the 4th and flew out in the 2nd. Ohio on top 3-0 on a beautiful day at BSU. Two gone in the 6th. Johnson from the stretch. Cale takes up and in. This is the kind of stuff that gives you hope that if Ohio qualifies, which they're close to doing, that they can make some noise in the MAC tournament and make it interesting. 1-1 pitch. Baker taps it foul. 1-2. This is the type of pitching performance that Ohio could have used in a lot of games where, unfortunately, they scored 6-7 runs, but sometimes couldn't win the game. Now, remember, this is a team that's 3 over 500 in the league and soon to be hopefully 5 over 500. So they've done enough. If the pitching can get consistently better to close, this is the kind of performance today that you love to see. Runner at second, 1-2 the count, 2 gone in the 6th. Ohio on top 3-0 on Ball State. Johnson from the stretch. Here it is to Cale Baker. Fly ball, left center field, hit pretty well. This ball is going to get back to the gap, and that's going to bounce off the wall. Rounding third and coming in to score is Finney into second with a stand-up RBI double. Is Cale Baker, Ohio on top 4-0. Baker labeled it to the gap, bounced off the wall. Easily scoring was Finney. Here's Xavier Hindigas, Ohio on top 4-0. Double for Cale Baker, his 24th RBI of the season. Cale with his 9th double. 4-0 Ohio. And it's all sunny on that scoreboard now. Here's Hindigus, and that's outside. 1-0 the count. 1 in the first, 2 in the third, 1 here in the sixth. Good offense, good defense, great pitching. They're staying with Ty Johnson. The 1-0 pitch coming. Overthrew it, low and away, 2-0. So, yeah, 4-0. You'd feel good about that against anybody. But all due respect, 4-0 against Ball State is a little different than 4-0 against, say, Akron. 2-0 pitch. Shot the outside corner and missed. 3-0 the count. Now, this is not, and if Ohio were to get it, this is not like an earth-shattering, holy cow, scream at the top of your lungs win, but it's a fist pump for sure. The setup, if Ohio gets it, chance for a sweep in the doubleheader. 3-0, low and outside. Hindigus walks. Now still, there are 6 outs to get. 2 gone here. And that double for Baker again came with 2 gone, and Ohio's propensity to be able to put runs on the board with 2 outs continues. Time called. Pitching coach out to the mound. 2 gone in the 6th with a run already in. Runners on first and second, and Ohio on top 4-0. Well, there might be somebody throwing down there. It's covered up. There's a screen over the fence, which is in our view of the bullpen. Bobcats on top by 4. This is a Ball State team that has lost just 5 conference games. 5. They have 2 sweeps over NIU and Bowling Green. Kent State got them once last weekend. That was the finale of the series that was played on Monday. So they had the wraparound series too. 2 on, 2 gone. Meeting done on the mound. They're sticking with Johnson. Isaiah Peterson bats now. 0 for 3 in the pitch. Labeled to right, in there for a base hit. Baker flying around third. Up with it in right. Powell. Throw is offline. Baker belly flops in across the plate with Ohio's 5th run. A 2-out RBI single for Isaiah Peterson, and the Bobcats are on top 5-0 on BSU. Peterson is 35th run batted in. Ohio continues to cook with 2 outs. First and second, the runners. 2 gone here in the 6th. Ohio on top with a high 5 lead. Here's A.J. Roush. Scored Ohio's first run. Homered in the 3rd. Hits a long one here. Ohio's on top 8-0 in the pitch. Breaking ball strike, 0-1. They are sticking with Ty Johnson, and this might be in a case where his pitch count's at around 80. He might have to wear it through the inning here as Ohio's on top with a comfortable 5-0 advantage. Line shot to third, caught by Peltier, and the inning's over. He took 1 step to his left, made the hip-high catch. Inning over. Ohio scores 2 runs. Strands 2. Couple of hits in the inning. There were 3. We head to the bottom of the 6th, presented by Integrated Services. Ohio has 6 outs to get to try to even this series at a game apiece. 5-0 Bobcats from Muncie. This is Bobcat Baseball. Bottom of the sixth inning, and breaking news, Eamon Horwedel is still in there. 64 pitches. He's allowed just 2 hits. He's struck out a couple. He hasn't walked a man. And he is in there with a 5-0 Ohio lead, and I love this decision. Why not? Ohio on top 5. The 2 spot in the 6th, I think keeps him in there now. And the first one to Justin Conant is a strike. It is 0-1. He grounded out in the 3rd. 5-0 Ohio. If it were 3-0, I don't know. 5-0? Sure. The pitch. Popped him up to right. Easy for Roush. He hasn't been busy at all today. In fact, that's a catch. And his first one on a fly out to right. And how about the innings and out eater? Eamon Horwedel. Fly out to right to start off the 6th. Here's Amir Wright. You never know what's going to happen in a ball game. And I told you, ideally at the start for an opener, yeah, he had the stuff to be able to baffle the bats early and get you further down the line. I think he has given Ohio more than Ohio even thought that they could out of Horwedel, and that's no disrespect to him. It's just the setup of the situation. Tim Brown out of the Bobcat dugout. Ohio's going to the pen. Eamon Horwedel has thrown 5 1/3 innings of big-time baseball. 1 gone, bottom 6. Ohio goes to the bullpen. Ball handed off to Ohio's closer, Brett Manis, as Horwedel gets the glad hand from the green and white fans, and all of the Bobcats will come out of the dugout. What a job for Eamon Horwedel. 5-0 Cats, 1 gone, nobody on. Bottom of the 6th, Manis in, will step aside for 60 or something. This is Bobcat Baseball. Brett Manis comes in. He wasn't fooled by the off-key rendition of Our Hearts Will Go On by Celine Dion, which is now being played across baseball when relievers come into games. You've probably heard it elsewhere if you've watched college baseball. But anyway, bases clear, 1 gone, bottom of the 6th. Ohio's closer in to get 5 outs. 5-0 Ohio. Left on left, Amir Wright's the batter and the pitch. Missed inside. It's 1-0. Brett Manis is Ohio's closer, and the senior from Port Huron, Michigan, has 4 saves this year, 16 appearance, 4-2 with the 3.5 ERA. Count level to ball and a strike on the very talented leadoff hitter for Ball State, Amir Wright. Here it comes from Brett Manis. Bouncing ball to second, high chopper. There's Richardson. There's an out. He throws to Baker. There have been some favorable hops on this field turf surface, and that was room service. Here's Trenton Quartermaine. 0 for 2 today, strikeout, pop out, and he saw just 1 pitch in the 4th inning. 5-0 Ohio here in the last of the 6th. Bases clear, left on left, and the pitch squared to bunt, pulled it back, spun out of the way. It's 1-0. This guy has 13 homers, 53 runs batted in. Don't know how often he's been bunting, but they need runners on the base paths. 1-0 pitch. Bouncing ball headed to center. It's there for a base hit. Single for Trenton Quartermaine. Here's Nick Powell. Ohio needs to secure 4 outs. Can Ohio get 4 outs before Ball State could possibly score 5 runs? Powell today, goose egg for 2. If you're just joining us and not familiar with the setup, this is a 7-inning game, 9-inning game to follow. Ohio trying to level the series at a game apiece. After losing yesterday 11-5, foul back, it's 0-1. Ohio with the run in the first, 2 in the third, including a solo shot for A.J. Roush. And then 2 in the sixth, including a big RBI double for Cale Baker. 0-1 pitch. Fastball over but low, I guess. 1-1 the count, and Alex Finney turns and asks the umpire where that was. 1-1 the count. Also part of this, too, this is not Mason Minzy catching today. This is Alex Finney in there. And what a job he's done. 1-1, strike called. It's 1-2. Now, Ohio's catchers do not call the pitches. The pitches come from Ohio's dugout. So they are not managing the game from that point, but still they are receiving. Still, it's a connection between the mound and the plate, and Finney's done a good job. 1-2 pitch, 2 gone, runner at first in the sixth. Fouled off, third base side out of play. $5-0 Ohio. Ball State's had a heck of a year. They are not in at-large territory at that RPI number, but still, top of the table. 1-2 pitch from Manis. Fouled back. That was off the fist back. 1-2. To their credit, they went out to Oregon to play a 4-game series against the Ducks. They did win 1 game, 3-2. Lost 13-7, 10-4, 7-6. But that's the type of series that is an at-large worthy series. So credit to the Cards for scheduling it and making that long trip. 1-2 pitch, 2 gone, runner at first, 5-0 Ohio in the sixth. Little flare down the line and left, base hit, fair by a foot. Will roll to the corner. Rounding second, going to third, Quartermaine. He'll stop at third. Powell with the double. Here's Hunter Dobbins. Dobbins hits now with 2 in scoring position, and Ohio on top 5-0. Dobbins, their cleanup hitter, hits .388, has 6 homers and 20 runs batted in. The .388 is in limited starts. And any batter that has a rhythmic, clappable walk-up song in a big moment just adds to the drama. They clapped along with the music here as he gets into the box. Here it is to him. Takes a strike. Fastball in from Manis. It's 0-1. There were probably a lot of Cubs fans in this part of the country, and so when Anthony Rizzo would come up to the plate when he was with the Cubs, you had that very clappable song. Same thing for Dobbins. 0-1, popped it up, down the line and right. Roush running. He's there. He's got it. Inning over. A foot fair near the bullpen. Manis allowed a runner. Manis gets off of the inning with no runs scored. It was a single, a double, and then they were able to get the flyout for Hunter Dobbins, and the inning's done. We head now to the seventh. 5-0 Ohio leads Ball State. This is Bobcat Baseball. 5-0 Ohio as we go to the 7th, presented by Qdoba. Qdoba stands for flavor. East State Street in Athens, online at Qdoba.com. New pitcher into the ball game for Ball State is Tyler Richley. 27, Tyler Richley from Durango, Colorado. Richie, a fifth year, 6'1", 218, and a righty. Tyler Richley spells his last name Ruetschle. Tyler Richley. In there in the 7th with Ohio on top 5-0. And the first one is low and away. 1-0 the count to Colin Kasperbauer. In the 7th, Ohio on top 5-0, out-hitting the Cards 7-4. They were out-hit Ohio yesterday by 11. 1-0 pitch from Richley. Fastball strike. It's 1-1. What are his numbers? Well, 5th appearance, no record, 9.82 ERA, 3 2/3 innings of work, 8 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, 1-1 the count. Here it is. Fastball up and away, 2-1. Kasperbauer, Minzy, and Harbert scheduled here. In the 7th in a 7-inning game with Ohio on top 5-0. Right on left, Richley to Kasperbauer, who's been on base twice today. Bouncing ball to first. Near the line, back of the bag. Quartermaine has it and runs to the sack for the out. Here's Mason Minzy. Final score in Toledo. Rockets win that series. I'll have to check. That might have been game 3. Anyway, Toledo 10, Northern Illinois nothing. Not a run rule game. Rutgers 21, Bowling Green 1, top of the 9th. 21-1. Minzy takes a strike. It's 0-1. Today, strikeout, walk, pop-out. Hits here now in the 7th. Miami 2, Akron nothing, top of the 7th. 0-1, well outside, 1-1. Kent State 12, Western Michigan 5, top of the 7th in Kalamazoo. Top of the 3rd in Ypsilanti, Central 2, Eastern 2. 1-1, low, 2-1 the count. Oh, goodness. After losing by 20 to Rutgers, Bowling Green has to come back and play another game. That'll be fun. 2-1 the count before a flight home tomorrow at some point. 2-1 pitch. Hangs high, 3-1. Minzy, Ohio's cleanup hitter. You would figure he'll catch game 2. DHing right now. Finney today singled and scored in the 6th. 3-1 pitch coming. Upstairs, ball 4. 1 out walk in the 7th. Here's Spencer Harbert. Brought in a run in the 3rd with the flyout. Two groundouts, but that productive out in the 3rd, part of the fun here today. Just 4 hits for Ball State today. And the pitch. Check swing on a breaking ball. It's a strike. One gone here in the 7th. Runner at first. Right on right, and the pitch. Got under it and popped it up into right. At first, Powell didn't see it. Now he does. Runs near the line, makes the one-handed catch. At first, the body language was, I don't see where it's at. Then he located it for out number 2. Here's Alex Finney. The aforementioned Finney, more than capable behind the plate today, 6-hole hitting catcher. Minzy on at first with that 1-out walk. 2 gone here in the 7th. Ohio on top by 5. First one misses outside. 1-0. Richley from the stretch. The Coloradan brings it home outside, 2-0. Ball State had runners on second and third in the bottom of the sixth. Didn't score. Brett Manis did his job. Eamon Horwoodell stands to be the winner, 2-0. Missed inside, 3-0. If Ohio's able to get the 3 outs in the bottom of the seventh to seal this deal, that will be a whole lot of Bobcat buzz going into the second game of the doubleheader in Game 3 of the series. Fastball strike darted the outside corner. It's 3-1. If you're going to split the doubleheader, ideally you'd like to do it in the second game of the doubleheader, but foul tip into the mid of Christensen for a strike. It's 3-2 on Finney. And who knows what's going to happen in Game 2. But there's a lot of forward momentum here for the stand-up and cheer crew. 3-2 the count. Runner at first, 2 gone, top of 7. Runner goes, and the pitch called. Strike 3, change up on the inside edge. And Finney has a couple of words for the home plate umpire. I think he wants that call for his guys. But anyway, Ohio strands a man. We head to the bottom of the seventh. 5-0 Ohio with the lead. 7-inning contest. This is Bobcat Baseball. Five 0 Ohio with the lead. We go to the bottom of the seventh inning. 5-7-0 for the Cats. 0-4-0 for the Cards. They played the Pump It Up song between innings here, and I think Ohio's dugout liked that a whole lot more than the homestanding Cardinals did. They play that Pump Up song, don't you know? Here, too, everybody seems to. Ohio used that last year as a rallying song heading into the last inning. And Ohio certainly enjoyed it here. Manis on the bump. Ohio 3 outs away from beating a really good team in Game 2 of this series. And a bunt attempt pulled back. It's low. 1-0 to start it. With Zach Cole. Cole, Tellier, Peltier. Here in the Cardinals' 7th. 1-0 pitch. Fastball strike. 1-1. Ball State is 33-15. 15-2 at home. 1-1 pitch. Big hack and a miss. 1-2. He tried to hit that to Schumann Stadium. Came up empty. 1-2 the count. Manis wipes to a new pitch. Leadoff man in the 7th. Just missed low and away. 2-2. Ohio away from home with the win here would make them 12-16. 2-2 pitch from Manis. Bouncing ball to first, played nicely, plucked off the turf by Baker, and he runs to the bag for the out. 1 gone in the 7th. Cole grounds out 0 for 3 today. Here's Adam Tellier, 0 for 2 today. 2 flyouts. Well, a flyout and a pop out. 1 gone, bottom 7, 5-0 Ohio with the lead. Manis from the left, Tellier from the right, and he takes one outside. It's 1-0. Manis from the wind and brings it home on 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Ohio started with the first inning run. 2 in the third, including a Roush round tripper. 2 in the sixth. 2-0 pitch to Tellier. Squared a bunt, pulled it back, took one low. In red and white spikes, it's 3-0. Two outs to get to beat the top team in the league. Ohio with an RPI of 136 coming into the weekend. 3-0. Inside, ball 4. 1 out walk. Here's Ryan Tellier, who today has 2 doubles. 5-0 Ohio in the 7th. Ohio 2 outs away from going to 25-20 and 17-13 in the league. And the pitch. There's a strike. It's 0-1. Tellier, their third baseman. 0-1 pitch. Strike framed up well by Finney. At the knees, inside third, 0-2 the count. From the stretch, it is Manis. Tap foul. 0-2. Not a save situation for Manis, but 5 outs after Eamon Horwedel pitched brilliantly today. We'll have a crack at one more 7-inning start next weekend against Western. 0-2 outside from Manis, 1-2. The school of thought last year in the 7-inning game was the best starter was saved for that 7 because you might be able to just blast on through it and get the win. A little different this year across the league. 1-2, inside, 2-2. More teams are going the opener route to see how far they could get. And Ohio settled into this role with Horwedel. Runner at first, 1 gone. Bottom of the 7th, 5-0 Ohio. Manis wipes to a new pitch. And here it is to Tellier. Topped foul, wide to third. 2-2. Trenton O'Donnell set to start Game 3 for Ball State. 5.26 ERA. O'Donnell is 5-2. 2-2 the count here. 1 gone. Bottom of the 7th, 5-0 Ohio. Man at first in the pitch. Bouncing ball to second. Weakly hit. Richardson shovel toss pulled. Hindigas off the bag at second. Everybody's safe. It was probably too weakly hit, too slowly hit of a ball to really get a good double play crack at. They're going to get a pinch hitter now. 1 gone, runners on first and second. So a failed fielder's choice and an error on the shovel toss. E4, first and second the runners. Ball State has a pinch hitter now. Zach Lane is that batter. Lane, 26, sophomore from Indianapolis. Zach Lane. First and second the runners. Ohio on top 5-0. Lane bats. He is a .229 hitter. He started 42 games. 5 homers and 22 runs batted in. You know the old line of thought, outs 20 and 21 of a ball game, sometimes the hardest to get. We're in the 7th, 1-0 count, and the pitch fouled back. It's 1-1. First and second, the runners for Ball State. Lane hitting for Richardson, who struck out and flew out. Conant on deck, their second baseman, who grounded out and flew out today. Then it's the top of the lineup, and you don't want to see them. You want to save them for Game 2 of the doubleheader. Here it is from Manis. Foul tipped, 1-2. Two pitchers used here in a 7-inning game. That's a shutout to this point. Manis brings it home on 1-2. Beat into the ground foul. To the Ball State dugout. Count hangs at 1-2. Just after 2 o'clock in the Eastern time zone. You're listening to Bobcat Baseball. From Muncie. Bottom of the 7th inning, Ohio on top 5-0. 2 aboard, 1 gone. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a fly ball, foul, first base side, out of play. Lengthy effort here with Lane. Quartermaine, Powell, and Peltier. Those are the 4 hits for the Cardinals. Not only is it a shutout to this point, it's just a 4-hit effort for BSU. Tellier at second, Peltier at first. 1-2 pitch. Swinging another foul back. Lane in his lane is a pinch hitter, and he is hanging with it. Seventh inning presented by Qdoba. They stand for flavor, and they'd love to stand for a Ball State double play here. 1-2 the count, 1 gone. 2 aboard in the bottom of the 7th, and the pitch. Fouled back again. What a battle. Wind blowing out. Not a gale, but still blowing out. Cardinals scratching and clawing here against the Cats in the last of the 7th. Manis 30 pitches. Manis would love the Cats' 3rd strikeout of the day. Lane on the right-hand side. Waggles the bat. The 1-2 pitch. Outside, Finney tried to bring it back in the zone. It was a ball. It's 2-2. And give Lane some credit there, because if you're just hacking and protecting, he had a good eye. 2-2 the count, a rigid rock of the bat. 1 gone here in the 7th, the pitch from Manis. Swinging a bouncing ball, weakly hit through the left side hole, base hit. Tellier rounds 3rd, he'll score without a play. It's 5-1 now. RBI single to left, pinch hit for Lane. Up to second, Peltier. Here's Justin Conant, the second baseman. Tip your cap to Lane. That was a lengthy battle. 39 pitches now for Manis. And Lane won it. It's 5-1. 1 gone here in the 7th. Meeting on the mound. Finney out there to just kind of ease things along here. Might be some activity in Ohio's bullpen, just in case. This is not a safe situation. And in this case, you do not want to have your closer throw a ton of pitches in this situation. Not a safe situation for him. So this is the balance of pitching coach, head coach, and closer of non-safe situation, and you'll see how much wiggle room you have. Conant, their second baseman, 0 for 2 today. Yesterday, though, went 4 for 4. A little tighter now, 5-1. Still a 4-run cushion. One gone, bottom of the 7th in a 7-inning game. Conant, a right-handed hitter. From the left, Manis pumps in a strike. It's 0-1. (5-1) Ohio in the 7th. Top of the lineup coming up. You'd love a double play ball here. 0-1 pitch. There's a strike. Ooh. Ohio got a call. That was on the outside edge, and Finney brought it back in, and the umpire bought it. Thank you very much. 0-2 the count. First and second the runners. That probably was a ball. And here it is. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 gone. Bang. Conant goes down on strikes. Here's a mere right. And be very, 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 very careful here. This is a good ball player, one of the league's top hitters, who is 0 for 3 today. He's a .376 hitter. 2 gone, 2 on. Ohio up 4. Left on left in the pitch. Just missed outside. Tried to sneak a splitter or slider in there and didn't get it. 1-0 the count. It's amazing how the game finds the best hitter for the opposition. 2 aboard, 2 gone, last of the 7th. Right? From Manis. There's a strike. Belt high, dotted the outside corner. 1-1 the count. Ohio trying to level the series at a game apiece. Nice bounce back today after getting bludgeoned yesterday. 1-1 pitch. Missed inside. And nearly nicked the uniform top of right. 2-1. It was an 11-5 score yesterday, and with the exception of that 7th inning, it felt out of their control. It felt like the Cards had command. Today, completely flipped the script. 2-1 the count with 2 gone. 2 aboard. Here it is. Strike. Outside edge. 2-2 the count. Ball State down to their final strike with Ohio on top by 4 in this 7-inning game. On its second, Peltier, Lane at first. 2-2 pitch, 2 gone in the 7th. Swinging a bouncing ball, weakly hit to the left side. Hindigas had to crawl up his arm, and it trickles behind him. Bases loaded now. And here is the second best home run hitter in the Mid-American Conference, Trenton Quartermaine. Time called, Tim Brown, Ohio's likable pitching coach, out to the mound now. And this is just to settle it down. 2 gone, sacks packed. Ohio on top by 4. Quartermaine struck out looking in the first, popped out in the 4th, singled in the 6th. Ball State's a good team, and Ball State is pushing things here in the 7th. Ohio's a good team, too. Ohio needs to get one more out here to lock this down. And Manis is in a spot here where he's throwing pitches, 47 right now. And you don't want to wipe out your closer for the rest of this series, but you need to get this out. That's obvious. Meeting done on the mound. A Cardinal on every base. Left on left. Manis, the closer. Quartermaine, a big-time hitter, stands in. He was trying to tie the game, and he came up empty. It's 0-1. Oh, my, what a rip. Oof, this is best on best stuff right here, baby. 2 gone, sacks packed. Manis just rushed it past him. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. Bouncing ball headed to center. It's there. It will score 2. Tellier scores. Peltier behind him. It's 5-3. 2 RBI single, Trenton Quartermaine. Ohio's lead is 2 now. Here's Nick Powell. Not done just yet. 2 gone in the 7th in a 7-inning game. Turbulent air now. And Brett Manis just wants to land this plane safely and get things to Game 3 of the series and Game 2 of the doubleheader. Stopping at second is Lane. Sorry, Wright. Wright at second. That was an infield hit, by the way, that put him on. Quartermaine with the RBI single. He will be lifted now for a pinch runner. It is Decker Scheffler from Sanborn, Minnesota. 6'2", 216, and a sophomore. 2 gone in the 7th, and Ohio's lead that once was 5-0 is 5-3 with the 3 spot for the Cardinals. Powell, ground out, double, 306 hitter, has 4 homers and 39 runs batted in the first one. Low, it's 1-0. 5-3 Ohio. Getting over 50 pitches for Brett Manis here. Bullpen activity for Ohio, which normally you don't see. Back of Brett Manis. What a career he's had. Trying to get one more out here. 1-0 pitch. Strike. Snuck a changeup in there at 1-1. There are a lot of factors that make this so tense and nerve-wracking because you know you'd love to see a win against these guys. 1-1, strike. It's 1-2. Ohio has not clinched the top 4 spot yet, but every win helps. And certainly, if the tournament's held here, you'd love to say you got them a couple of times before the tournament. 1-2 the count, 2 gone, 2 on. Bottom of the 7th, 5-3 Ohio on the pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball to third. Easy for Casper Bauer. Runs to the bag for the force out. Paint this one green and white. It was a little rocky, a little turbulent, but Manis lands the plane and Ohio wins this 7-inning contest 5-3. Ohio wins, Ohio wins, Ohio wins over Ball State 5-3. Oof. Line score, 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for Ohio. Eamon Ahura-Waddell is the winner. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Ball State. Ty Johnson, the loser. Time of the ball game, just over 2 hours. Ohio wins 5-3 over Ball State. And Ohio stranded 2 there in the bottom of the 7th inning. Manis got it done. 40-minute break between games. Different link for Game 3 of the series and Game 2 of the doubleheader. So be advised for that. I'm Russ Eisenstein, repeating today's happy final. Ohio 5, Ball State 3. This is Bobcat Baseball.